Hello, my name is Scott Henderson, and the grade level for this mini teach lesson is for first graders. Um, the content focus is to increase knowledge of number combinations for first graders. The standard for this is to add and subtract within 20, demonstrating fluency for addition and subtraction within 10, and using mental strategies such as counting or making to 10. For this lesson, we'll be on tile trains, and we'll just focus more on just addition for this lesson. The content knowledge objective is that students will list combinations of various numbers using crayons to color the graph paper, and will write correct sentences or correct number sentences, getting 9 out of 10 correct. The children's book that I would use, I got out of the list that was given to us, was One Monday Morning by Yuri Shovelitz. And this book will tie into the lesson on number combinations. In this story, each day they add one more to their group, and this ties into our tile train. Manipulatives that I would use for this lesson, I would use two different colored tiles that came out of our hot kit. For this lesson, I'll use blue and green, or I'm sorry, blue and red. And I would also use a 1-inch graph paper on this. Let's see if you can see it. On this, it has 7 squares in each row, but I'd cut it down to where there's 5 because we'll use it for 5 different number combinations. To begin this activity on tile trains, which came out of our hot kit lesson, I would begin asking students to define first what a number combination is, as well as having students pull out blue tiles and red tiles and construct them on the graph paper. They can use any combination they want, 2 red or 3 blue, etc. And then after that, I would have students partner up to evaluate each other's work to see if it's correct, and as well as come up with a different number sentence. If I was in the classroom, I would be using an overhead projector to demonstrate a 5-tile train. And while using the overhead projector, I would ask students to show other examples of how to get the same answer. So basically, if you have 1 red and 4 blue, you'll get 5. Or if you have 2 red and 3 blue, you'll come up with the same answer of 5. And this way, I'm also demonstrating how to use it correctly, as well as having students interact with the lesson and come up and use the overhead projector. Once students have practiced making number combinations, to assess the lesson, I would have students again use the 1-inch graph paper, and students will take out 2 different tiles, blue and red, and they will make their own different combinations using at least 10 different number combinations. This is kind of during the lesson where they're actually showing that they have an understanding of using the tiles to come up with a number sentence. To end this lesson, students will use their tile train that they made using crayons or markers, and they have to list 10 different number combinations. They could just write R for red or B for blue, or they can actually color it in. Afterwards, I would have students come up on the overhead projector again to show their work, see if it's correct. And this will kind of lead into the lesson on actually using numbers. So at first, we're just focusing on coloring in where you're getting at least 5 during a tile train. And then underneath it, they would write that they have 2 blue or 3 red and whatever combinations they have, or they're actually underneath their work, they're going to write their different number combinations. This will kind of lead into getting up to using 6 and 7 and 8, all the way up to 20 different tiles in one number sentence. And underneath it, they would write the number for reds, the number for blue, and this will show that they can understand what a number sentence is. Um, I could also, for an enrichment, I'd have students, and it showed in the hot kit that they could, if I could find it real quick, they can have students tell or write about how they use different colored tiles to make trains at any given length. You could have students write about what they've learned as kind of an enrichment or an integration across activity.